Today on Vitamina EDM we have a very special guest. He's an internationally recognized DJ producer who has signed on labels such as Repopulate Mars, Nervous Records, and Relief Records. His tracks have received the support by top DJs such as Gorgon City, Green Velvet, and Fede Legrand. He recently signed on Stamped Records, the record label by Martin Garrix. And today he joins us to share his journey, how he made the leap into a more mainstream audience, the challenges he has faced, and his recommendations on how to succeed in today's music industry. His name is Mauro Venti, and it's such a pleasure to have him in this episode of Vitamina EDM. And for those who don't know my content, generally all my content is in Spanish, but this is a very special occasion. But don't worry, YouTube has a new AI function which translates the video from English to Spanish. I know it's not the best option ever, but you can enable it on your device clicking here or here. I'm not sure where you're supposed to click, but you can enable it. So sorry, no subtitles. Hopefully I find a different workaround next time. Anyways, let's start this episode. I don't know how I would say my greetings in English. It would be like, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. That's the one I do it, but I do it in Spanish. So welcome, Mauro, to the Vitamina EDM podcast. How are you doing?
All good, thanks. And you? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm happy to have you here. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to talk to you because I remember very clearly listening to your track on Stamped Records, and I was just doing my thing, you know. I do my weekly reviews and people love Martin Garrix and his label, so I was like, I'm just gonna check out what released that week. I think it was 2 tracks, one by Sevek, and then there was your track, and I really liked it. It was very different than what they usually release through Stamped Records. So I felt there was maybe like an interesting story or something somehow, because after that I researched you, and you've been doing this for a long time, more than 10 years, right?
Yeah, of course. I like to make this type of interview also because your fan base probably is more EDM or more mainstream.
Yes.
So many people probably won't know me, but as you did, if you search me and if you search my discography, my career so far, I made a lot of things in the tech house scene. For example, I made a big collaboration with Green Velvet. Green Velvet, it's
It's a
amazing.
legend.
On Hot Creations by Jamie Jones. I've released on Gorgon City Realm. I've released on Dirty Bird, on Spinning Deep. So
And
I made
also Nervous, which is like a very deluxe exclusive label. So you've been doing a lot of releases for many years now.
Yeah. So as I thought for the people now are listening, for me, Stamped, it wasn't a shock because for me, Stamped, it's the last step to consolidate my name between underground and between the mainstream.
Yes.
So for me, it's normal because in this career you might have a grow. Every year you must grow, change style, evolve.
Yes.
So yes, my track Carillon on Stamped, it's really strange and different from what they release. But I noticed that they are pushing a bit to the tech house.
Yes, it's true.
So
Tech house, minimal bass, that kind of sound.
So what I like about Stamped, it's that the A&R it's not strict as other labels. So if you send to them a really big, high quality track, also if it's not the style they released, they might like. Obviously, that I'm saying this and it's look all easy, all.
No, it's not easy at all because you gotta
I
have some connections too. Because the demos for Stamped, I believe they are close demos, right?
Yes. Yes, so I understand that it's not easy, but the people that now are listening, they also must to understand that if I've released on Stamped, there is a why, because I have a background, a big background. So
Yes.
nothing happened just for a case, substantially. So there is a why.
Yeah.
So it will be strange if, as a first release in one artist might be stamped, but
Yeah.
uh, in my case, you might notice a lot of things, because yeah, I'm not probably super hyper mainstream, but you can't say that I'm underground, because I made a lot of things in between by underground and mainstream.
Yeah, you're in between. You go through a very thin line, and that's something I really like because it's very easy going mainstream. It's very easy going underground, but going in between both, it's not an easy task. And I believe you found a very cool way to do it. Actually, by the time we are recording this, because I know I'll post it a little bit later down the line, you posted a very cool Instagram reel with a very modern sound. You were remixing a song. Was it by who? George Michael, maybe?
Yeah, George
Yeah,
Michael, amazing. Yes,
and
yes,
it
yes.
was insane, insane. But it had that sound of being true to the maybe club scene, but also being able to be mainstream. And that's
Yeah,
something I like a lot. I like to find those artists, those producers who can really drive their sound through different stages and keep their essence in between. You see?
yeah, yeah. Because at the end, one of my first releases in 2015, 16, it was on pornographic recordings by Christian Varela, and
Oh,
it was
okay.
techno. It was
Yeah.
techno. So I made techno, minimal, deep tech, tech house, afro house, melodic house, techno house. I mean,
Yeah, you've been doing pretty much everything.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and how did you get into electronic music? Was it via a mainstream artist or was it way more on the underground scene?
There are two point about this. So the first, it was when I was 12. Yes, 12. I was watching a TV program called Match Music. Is an Italian program
Okay.
who made some interviews after party to some big parties in Italy and in Ibiza or something like that. And there was Carl Cox playing at Amnesia.
Okay.
And I see that video, and I told to my mom, "Yo, mom, in the future, I will be like him." And my mother obviously
She was in shock.
to understand this, yes. And the second point that for me it's really important. For me, the music and this type of career, it's like a second chance the life gave me. Basically, when I was 3 years old, I suffered a big head injury. I broke this
Oh, the
head
skull.
bone.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I was missing this eye.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean a really big injury, and I was almost to die, because I was in the hospital for 6 months. So maybe it's strange to say, but for me, the music, it's a second chance the life gives me, because from that injury, I my mother teach me again to speak, because I wasn't able to speak.
Wow.
So this career for me, it's like a second chance, because nobody teach me how to make music. I never made music courses or nothing. So it is just by myself. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, life just gives you like a second chance. You go with the music, and now look at you now, signing on Stamp Records, Nervous, Spinning, collab with Green Velvet. That's amazing.
It's strange because it's look like I don't know how to say, but like a miracle. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
definitely a miracle. We were talking about Stamp, and
yeah,
your introduction was way more underground, right? Because Carl Cox, he's definitely more of an underground DJ. So, what was the first track you listened by Martin Garrix? I have to ask.
obviously animals.
Okay, it was Animals.
Or yeah, it was animals. I always respect a lot Martin Garrix as a lot of many big DJs, but I never been obsessed to Martin Garrix or release on Stamped. It was really naturally.
You just appreciate the music, you appreciate the showmanship he has, and
I like Tommy Trash, for example. I listen and
ooh,
many Tommy Trash.
love it. Love it. I feel no one talks about
Mauro
Tommy Trash anymore. So you throwing it out there, that's awesome. Do you have a favorite remix by him?
I listened many of him, many on
Because
SoundCloud, on Beatport.
yeah, because to me, the remixes Tommy Trash did amazing. The Laddie Daddy remix, the Belt remix. He released one through Axstone, I think. Like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it was always incredible. He's not releasing that much anymore. Like he's releasing like maybe a song a year or two
yeah,
songs a
yeah.
year. But I think that just speaks about the quality he has. Every DJ is trying to release music like once every 2 weeks or once a month. And I believe you're one of those artists that prefer quality over quantity. Do you have
Yeah.
like a plan when you start the year, like, oh, this year I want to release a lot of music, or you're just like focused on I'm gonna do the best tracks possible and we'll see what
No,
happens?
my idea also with my management is basically to focus on quality labels and quality music. Usually, I like to release one every 2 months, so have six, seven release per year. I know they are not much, but there is also a point nowadays that unfortunately release music only it's not enough.
Yes, that's also true.
Oh. So I like and I will keep to release music, but also focusing more on the edits I started to make yesterday with the George Michael edit.
Yeah,
So make a work between release, edit, making contents, and release music to stay always fresh into the industry.
which is an
But
awesome idea because I don't know if you've seen Wookie. Do you know Wookie? He's done
yeah,
some
yeah,
big edits. He does like a weekly edit, and some of those they blow up, and the label goes to him and tells him, "Oh, we
yeah, yeah,
want
yeah.
this one. We're gonna
Wookiee is amazing.
yeah, we're gonna clear the sample. We'll give you anything you want. Just give us the edit." And that's
Yeah.
like so cool.
Yeah, for example, before I posted the same reel on TikTok, and there was a guy that told me, "Yo, bro, this is a banger. Release it." It's
Yeah,
not easy because George Michael, but I
yeah.
mean, never say
Yeah. I believe that's been a very big technique for the past maybe like 2 years. DJs are starting to open up more to show their unreleased music and their craft. And if the audience really loves what you're doing, they're gonna make it happen. They're gonna make the labels start paying attention, the DJs start playing your song. So I think the approach you're doing right now, it's very fresh, and it's very important, mostly important because for many years now DJs have been very closed. They don't open up, they don't show the process in the studio, they don't want to show the IDs, but we're here because of our fans. We're here because of our listeners. So just being the mysterious artist who only posts music and never shows his face is not something that works nowadays, at least not like it used to. So being mysterious, not the best idea. And the fact that you're doing like reels talking, showing the music, you came to the podcast, like that just shows a very good initiative.
Yeah, consider that me as a person and not an artist. Honestly, I'm very close as person. I mean, I don't like to show much. Also because I don't have a studio. I don't have nothing. I have just a laptop and a headphone.
Yeah,
So
you're going
I am in my.
the
I,
Avicii route, the Skrillex route, laptop. That's pretty much it. That's all you need, really.
I'm in my bedroom. So I can't make a huge reel in my studio showing, yo, I am my studio, I make.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
because, but consider that when I started this career, for many years, I never post a pic by me. I started to post a pic by me in 2019.
yeah.
So,
But because times were different, I it's something very very funny because I have a few DJ friends who don't like social media, don't like showing their face, and they post like
uh,
clips of the music and stuff, and the clips too okay, but they just post one picture of them, and the likes, the comments, everyone gets excited because people want to see people. That's the truth. People want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
people.
And the point it's also that I noticed in these years that people won't see you before your music. People and fans loves to see you, who you are, your face, what you
Yes.
do. Also, if you don't post nothing about the music, but the people loves you. I know that it's not easy, it's not funny, it's not. I don't know about the social media, but nowadays they are too much important.
Yeah, there has to be a face to the stuff you love. You see, I did a video maybe like 7 years ago analyzing Marshmallow's career, and to me, those he's one of those examples of you can have okay music, right? But if you have like a very good marketing and a message and people can connect with it, you can go very, very far. We're talking that for almost all his career, he didn't have to say a word. He didn't do interviews. He didn't do podcasts. Now he's starting to do it because he found out, oh, I need to be a little bit more human. I need to be a little bit more down to earth, and
Yeah,
that's just one example of many. Like even Alan Walker, I know I'm talking very mainstream right now, but it's because these were the face of electronic music for some at the beginning. He's not using the face mask that much anymore because he believes that the face mask is now more like a barrier with the fans, with the audience. So
yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah,
opening
that
up,
matters.
yeah, Dead Mouse. Well, one of my favorite examples. He started with the mask because he was very anxious, right? He designed it in such a way that he could be looking at the CDJs and the mask would be looking forward, so people felt that he was watching them, but he was looking at the CDJs. Now he doesn't give a damn. Now he's just like, I don't want to wear the the mouse head. It's sweaty. It's uncomfortable, but it's part of the marketing of the
Yeah,
face of Dead Mouse. Let's say,
another example is Fisher.
yeah.
Fisher is amazing because he had an amazing strategy and an amazing marketing, and is the
Ooh,
same example. I mean, the music maybe is less, but the marketing is more. And
you
this
gave
was
such a good example because something I was thinking is you can have like a big song and then disappear, and no one remembers you, and oh, it's like, oh, he could have been the, oh, he's the losing it guy, and that's it. But he acted so quickly. He put on the Fisher hat, glasses, big smile, and people now don't think of Fisher as the losing it guy. They think of Fisher
Yeah.
as Fisher. So that's a very good example of having a good
That's why
strategy and being authentic.
That's why many people and many artists that would like to make this career, that is, it's very complex, but they must understand that yes, obviously you must to have a really strong background and a big consolidated name because without it, it's impossible. But there is also that the social media presence, the marketing, they are 90% of
Yeah.
this career because at the end, I know sounds strange to say, but when people and artists focus, I don't know, 6 hours making music per day, you should make 6 hours making music and 6 hours on social media
Yeah.
making the dirty work that nobody see, but it works, and it means keep socialize, keep talking with people, and every day someone follows you. Because at the end is what I do. Because I have 30,000 followers, real and organic.
Yeah, you
Because
didn't buy
someone
them. We gotta put it out there. Yeah.
because someone maybe could think the opposite, but because I spend many hours per day on Instagram, but using in the best way, not for the funny meme, the funny
The
reel,
funny cat
but
videos.
exactly,
Yeah. Which is, yeah, I guess that's the important thing. People forget that being an artist, being a music producer, is like 50% producing music, and then you have to do like so much stuff to the side. So some of them
exactly,
do the sample packs, the preset packs, the live streams, the Instagram, TikTok videos, and then you have to do networking. So now I have to go
yeah,
out to the clubs. I have to speak to real people. I have to speak to the promoter, to the DJs, and it's a lot of work. But it's work that I consider it's worth it. At the end of the
yeah,
day, it's worth it. It's different than it used to be before. I grew up in an era where it used to be all around just like releasing a track on SoundCloud, and it would get the repost blow up and everyone started knowing
yeah.
you.
How old are you?
I am 27.
So we are peers.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How old are you?
I'm I'm 28.
Oh my god. So you know what I'm talking about, because in our time you would go to, if you went to the internet, right? You would have like spinning records on YouTube. That's it. Spinning was
Yeah.
big, it was massive, and when a artist you didn't know released there, you would pay attention. You would be like, who's this new guy? Now I'm a fan. Or SoundCloud. They would even release the ID. They wouldn't even tell you the artist, just to create hype, and it would be exciting. Is it a new artist? Is it Tiesto or David Guetta? And now it's like, who the F is this guy? When someone releases on the label and they don't know, they're like, why would I care? Which is very unfair, in my opinion. It's very unfair. But I also get it. People, they want to, they want the labels to be respectful of their time. So they only want the stuff they know. They only want the stuff that they are sure they're gonna like. And I guess that's like the new, how would you say it? The new challenge we have.
Yeah, it's different from the other generation, but the problem is there are many problems because, for example, the market is saturated for
Yeah.
this because yeah, you must release music, but look to my profile. If you look generally an artist, a DJ producer who made, I don't know, the 50% I made as releases usually should tour worldwide.
Yeah.
In my case, it's not like this. So, as producer, I made so many things, big things, but as you see, release music, it's not enough, because if it was only for music, I should be worldwide every day.
Yes, 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 yes. If it was only for the music, you should be on the ultra resistance stage or something, but it's not anymore. Sadly, which is why we have influencers going to Tomorrowland and doing a fool of themselves, or we have people that are not even doing music on the stage, and it's unfair. We could complain about it like all day, every day, but I guess we can just only focus on what we can do, and it's to do the best content, do the best music, and at the end of the day, be authentic. I think that's like one of the most important things. You could have been like, "Oh, I'm desperate. I need to sign on this label, or I don't know, get this amount of plays." You could have done Slap House. You could have done Future Rave. You could have done like so many trends, but you kept your music very real, very authentic for so many years. It's incredible. It's incredible, and I really admire that of you.
Yeah, many. I've noticed that in these years, many DJs and artists that I didn't expect, they respect me a lot, because Gorgon City follows me on Instagram, Nicole Mudaber, Chid, that is Spain like you.
Yeah.
Uh, Many, I could say many, but I never expect that big artists like this support me, and they have an incredible idea of me. So uh, honestly, I'm proud of what I did, especially for the releases, because I started too young, and in the past years, I really put some really strong steps that made me a point of uh, review of many artists, because you don't have idea how many artists, young artists, DJs, producer text me every day on Instagram with compliments, with yo bro, you are amazing, you are my idol. I'm not
Wow.
nobody. I'm what?
I know how you feel. I know how you feel because we are international. We are very international. But then where we live, we feel like just people. We feel just like humans. But internationally, people hear us, people watch us. It's just very it's a very weird feeling, but it's something that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, for this reason, I understand that. Okay, yes, I'm not Jimmy Jones, I'm not Green Velvet, I'm not Martin Garrix. It's obviously, but most of the time, I don't have the right consideration of myself, because many artists, people, promoters, too many people into this industry, they consider me really a big name, strong name. And for me, it's strange, because I don't feel like it. I mean, yes, you have
You
released on
gotta
Stamp, yeah,
you gotta
but for
believe in
me, it's
yourself, you gotta convince yourself that you're a big thing, but at the same time you gotta be honest with yourself. If you feel you can do more, keep going for
yeah.
more, if you feel you
I
can do a
can,
bigger song, go do a bigger
always
song.
make more. I can always make more, always,
Yeah.
always. Obviously, that the biggest part and the biggest labels I've released on it, because I see that there are some artists that they released on some labels that I didn't. Some artists that made other labels. Everyone has the own career, so you can't compare to others. But many artists and many people knows me because I made the best labels in the tech house scene. So many people they told me that they would pay a lot to be in my pants. But I mean,
You feel
it's
normal, you
strange.
feel, yeah, you feel just like you.
Yeah, it's for me it's normal. I mean, I like make music, but now I don't have the pressure anymore to say I must release
Yeah,
music, release
you
music.
don't feel you gotta prove something anymore because you feel you've proven enough, but you want to keep going up. So it's very much true. I'm gonna give you one last question. If you had to delete one of your songs and remake it again, which one would it be? I know.
Probably the first one I've released in 2013. Yeah, 2013, but because the quality is really worse. But I can say also something about it. For example, a few months ago, text me on Instagram someone from Nicaragua.
Okay.
From Nicaragua,
Yeah. Out of all of the places.
okay, and they told me that in Nicaragua they were crazy for one my track called Ritmo,
Okay.
released on 2012, 2013. For me
Really?
is for me is really ugly because it's
Yeah.
the quality is really ugly. But for them, it's amazing that track. They are crazy for that track. So if I could remake a track, it will be probably the first releases I made. But for someone in the other parts of the world, they are incredible.
Yeah. I see. I see. That's very
So
fun. Well, when you go worldwide touring, now you know which tracks you have to remake when you go to Latin America. Now you know it.
yeah, yeah, of course, obviously, I would like to go, but before that message, honestly, I didn't knew where it was Nicaragua, to be honest. So this is the power of the music.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, but that's why I always tell everyone, don't delete your past. Don't delete your music
No,
because you never know, someone somewhere could be listening or watching and they love it. So don't be ashamed of your music, don't be ashamed of your past. Keep it there and learn from it. You know, if you ever
Mhm.
want to go back to your music, you can do it. And you can make something
Obviously,
ugly into something way more cool, professional, high
yeah,
quality.
uh, especially because without the past, I couldn't be now like now.
Yeah, that's a good message to close this episode. Before we leave, is there something you want to share or tell the audience?
Well, for the people, the fans that follows you but doesn't know me, I would recommend it to probably to check my Spotify, my Beatport. Also, if it's not your type of music, but just to understand the different type of music. And to understand that people usually shouldn't judge an artist because if I knows you, okay, you are important. But if I don't know you, for me, you are not important because it's what I see when I release on Stamped. Who knows me? Yo, bro, you are big. For the people who listen the mainstream music, no, bro, I don't know you. Who you are?
Yeah, who you are. Yeah. But now
So
they know
that's
you. So I hope people who are listening, watching this episode can go check out Mauro's music because it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed listening to many of your tracks, and I haven't even finished. There are so many. So if someone wants to start somewhere, check out the latest release on Stamped Records. And again, Mauro, thank you very much for your time.
thanks you.
Good. Bye.
Thank you for watching the full episode. If you want to become a member and support this channel, you can just go to my YouTube channel, press the member button, and you're gonna receive a bunch of exclusive perks. And if you're interested in music production classes, you can join my personalized one-on-one classes through Discord. You just have to text me through Instagram or Twitter. Down in the description, there's a bunch of sample packs and preset packs if you want to check it out. And with that said, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.